Guys. Today I wanted to talk about an article I just read on IGN regarding that the Xbox One needs to go big or go home in response to the PlayStation Neo. Stop listening. And here's my thoughts on that. First of all, Microsoft needs to start utilizing the cloud as its intended purpose. They've shown that optimization is key. And they've actually been doing a lot of optimization when it comes to the cloud, as well as with the advent of regional servers, as well as new ways of streaming graphics to consoles. There's multiple papers published on several different methods of doing it, with each of them using roughly 1/6 the bandwidth required of a typical streaming service like PlayStation Now. Now, just with that alone, Microsoft to me does not need to make a successor or mid-cycle generation refresh to the PlayStation, to the Xbox One. And to be honest, they could use this in their advantage, in the sense that, well, Microsoft could use this to their advantage in the sense that this is an opportunity to catch up with PlayStation, because no matter what Sony does or what Sony says, this is fragmenting the market, because you're having a more powerful console come in, and it's no longer going to be one finite set of specs fit all. So the customer who early adopters, they feel left out. There's no way around that. And people who are still buying PlayStation, there's no way around that. So so even with all these rules that Sony's putting in place, it's not helping the situation. So this Microsoft needs to stay what they're doing, start utilizing the cloud, and this it could be one of the easiest ways to catch up, because Sony, I'm gonna say it now, is gonna shoot itself in the foot with what it just did with PlayStation Neo. It's gonna be a shot to the foot, and Microsoft needs to just eat at that with better content and utilization of the cloud, because with the cloud now, we no longer have to upgrade the console, potentially, because we can upgrade the visuals of, we can upgrade they can upgrade their servers with the ability in the cloud, within the cloud itself. I mean, Microsoft spent something like $10 billion on the Azure cloud. They need to start utilizing it. Now, before anyone talks about bandwidth and all this other shit, first of all, you need to do your research, because I'm not talking about streaming it directly to the console. There are two methods currently that can be used, and that Microsoft researchers have published papers on. The first of which is when you have the console render as a buffer. Essentially, you have the console render several high resolution frames. Let's say it's a 60 frames a second game. You have the console render 10 or 15 frames at 1080p, and this actually brings down the latency, because you're buffering so there's no hiccup, and then the other 45 frames are streamed out, come out from the cloud. And then you have the other method that Microsoft has pioneered they're looking to pioneer, is where you have the cloud rendering high resolution objects in the background, while the console renders high resolution textures in a close space proximity around you. But yeah, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, please. Take it easy.